Hello everyone and welcome to Mazda of Brampton. We've been serving the region of Brampton for the past 20 plus years and we love our loyal customers. My name is Sakib and I'll be showing you the all-new 2025 CX-70 plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. The CX-70 comes in two options. You have the mild hybrid option and the plug-in hybrid option. Starting off at the front, we have these beautiful LED lights which flow seamlessly into the dark chrome-plated signature wing of Mazda. Then you move on over to the massive front grille, which is a honeycomb grille, a bit different than the CX-90, which you guys are all used to seeing. We have these different lines compared to the CX-90 as well, giving it a more aggressive front stance. And then soon we'll head on over to the side. Some key points to point out: on the side of the vehicle, you have the PHEV badge, again with that darker chrome finish, same with the signature wing. It's located on both sides of the car. Another key factor to notice is the bottom trim over here, as well as the wheel arches. It's matching the paint color. You might be familiar with some other brands doing a darker finish or a black finish. We've matched that here in the all-new CX-70. Heading around the back of the vehicle, you have the CX-70 badge, as well as the all-wheel drive badge. And located here, you have the eSky Active PHEV, showing that this is a plug-in hybrid variant. Another cool thing, you have a power-operated tailgate. I just want to show you that here. There we go. If you don't want to do that, there's a button over here as well that you can press. So we have the spare tire located just below this. You would pick this up, you have a little latch here which you pull up, and you have access to the spare tire. So on the CX-90, you have the third row seating, which we do not have here on the CX-70. This gives you a lot more space in the trunk, as well as two small storage compartments we have located down here. One's right here, and if you fold this once more, you get it right over here. As we head on over to the side of the vehicle, you have a big panel here, which is obviously filling gas. You have the gas cap, everything located here. On the other side, you would have the electric vehicle port as well. Same size, you just push on that and it'll open up. Located here on the GT variant, which is this one, we have 21-inch rims, polished finish with darker inputs as well as a silver lining on top. As we head on into the car, I want to start with the second row first and just have a look at this massive door. It's huge. It gives you full space, full access, and it opens all the way open as well. You get that full space if you want to toss anything in there. You have kids, car seats, whatever you need. You get that full access, the entire space. I'm going to head on side as well. Seats fully reclined. This is anything a passenger could dream of in the back seat. You have plenty of space. I'm a tall guy, you got lots of room here. Another couple of things I wanted to point out back here. You have the full climate control system over here, as well as heated seats. You have two USB-C ports. You get the Nappa leather interior of front and back. And another big thing, you have a massive armrest with two cup holders. You have plenty of space back here for any passengers. As we head on into the front, we have a beautiful leather wrap steering wheel, which is heated. It's a nice little touch. You have a 10.25-inch display. You have all the navigation buttons right down here. You have a bunch of tactile buttons here to control your climate controls. You have your heated 3 settings for your heated seats, 3 settings for your cooling seats. You have cup holders. We have full leather interior on the dash, everything, seating. You have this beautiful caramel stitching. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but it's right here on the seating. It's a little gold stitching. You have the middle console right here, which comes with 2 USB-C ports, as well as a navigation SD card holder. You have all the buttons down here for your navigation controls, everything, infotainment system, all that right in the middle. You have the gear knob over here. And then you have a little button that says My Drive. This is my favorite button. You have sport mode, off-roading mode, electric vehicle mode, which we'll go into when we're doing a test drive as well. And then you have one other, which is a towing mode, which comes in the CX-70s as well. So for the navigation, you have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well. You just connect that wirelessly with your phone. Other than that, you have the entertainment over here. You got the radio, all that. You got communication, which would be, again, connecting your phone. You can connect your Bluetooth device, whatever you'd like. If you go underneath that, you got a bunch of different settings. You got heads-up display, which is the active driving display. Another nice touch Mazda has added with the CX-70. You get active driving display with traffic sign recognition. What that basically is, let's say you're going on a 60-kilometer-an-hour road, 40-kilometer-an-hour, whatever, it'll display that traffic sign in the heads-up display, as well as the speedometer area right on the top corner. If you're stopping at a stop sign, it'll show you all of that as well in that little dial, just so you have that added bonus. We have sensors around the car monitoring everything as you're driving, so you got the blind spots, safety control. Yeah, there's a 360-degree camera right at the front as well as the back. Everything. You got the autofocus rearview mirror, so it auto dims for you. You got the power folding mirrors, a lot of nice stuff. But in the settings, you can go through electric vehicle settings, you know, display how much you want the car to auto regenerate the battery on braking, stuff like that. You got sound settings. You got both sound systems in the car as well, so you want to tune those to whatever your liking is. You can absolutely do that. You got the memory seating, so both driver and passenger have power seating, and then the driver has memory seating, which is linked to the mirrors. So it's a nice little touch. You don't have to constantly do your mirrors back and forth if you or your spouse or they're going back and forth, whoever drives. You have the memory setting right over there for you guys. One other key feature, which is a big feature actually, you have a full panoramic moonroof, which is one touch open and close. You just pop it up, it'll open all the way, and then you pop it once, you can close it. If you just want it to crack open, you just press it up once, it'll crack open for you. And other than that, yeah, a couple of questions I get about EVs a lot of the time, how far does it go on the battery? How long does it take to charge? So with Mazda, it comes standard with level 1 charging, which is 120 volts. That takes around 6.5 hours. Then you can, get a secondary level 2 charger, which will take you around an hour and a half, roughly 1.3 hours to charge the vehicle. And then the vehicle strictly on EV, it goes to 42 kilometers on the full battery charge. Now we've went over basically everything in this car. Let's take it on a test drive and I'll show you how it drives. So we're on the test drive now. It's a very smooth ride. You guys can probably hear there's very minimal cabin noise as well. Mazda does a great job of insulating the doors and the engine cover as well with the engine, so you hear very minimal cabin noise. Again, very smooth ride. Suspension, shocks, great, very damped. You don't feel as much of the bumpy road as well. We just went over a crazy bump and we barely felt it. Other than that, safety features as well on the middle screen. I'm not sure you guys will be able to see this, but you can see your car and then you have some blind spot lines, which basically shows if anyone is in the blind spot, if someone's crossing traffic over. You have pedestrian detection as well for that. It's, again, like I said earlier when we were going through the walkthrough, it scans the surroundings 24/7. It's always doing its job. Any pedestrians, any other traffic, oncoming traffic, when you're turning, everything, it senses it all and it lets you know in the screen in front of you. So another thing to point out as well, so you have the battery enabled until you hit around 60 kilometers an hour, then it switches over to the combustion engine and it works together. Other than that, it's cruising speeds, in school zones, stuff like that, you'll be strictly on battery unless you choose so. Unless the battery is, dead or something, then obviously it would switch over to combustion. But other than that, you'll be running mostly on battery if you are under 60. Again, the different sport modes, we're in a residential area, so I can't really test it out, but we're on strictly EV right now. It's very smooth. Again, you don't hear the engine at all, very minimal quiet. For a battery, on a full charge, again, as I mentioned earlier, this will be taking you 42 kilometers on a full charge. Right now, we don't have that much left, so I think it's only 5 kilometers remaining. So we'll switch back over to normal mode, which will work the engine together with the battery. So as you see here, we're stopped at a red light, and we're on a 60 kilometer an hour street, and you can see right here it's saying 60. Again, that'll display that on the odometer reading. On top of that, you may not be able to see it on the heads-up display, but it's showing it there as well for 60. Again, whatever this road's limit is, it's going to display that sign for you up here. Another cool feature about the steering wheel, which I forgot to mention, it is telescopic, so you get to put it up, down, however you want to position it, in and out. It'll fit all your needs. You can have it perfectly adjusted to your comfortability, whatever your setting is. And then again, that works with the power seats and the power folding mirrors as well. And there you have it, the all-new 2025 CX-70. If you have any questions or inquiries, please give us a call at Mazda of Brampton or don't hesitate to give us a visit. Thank you for watching.